Hello, I'm Micks Mowers, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking back at this Masport one more time. Hopefully, I should be able to get the clutch to work properly and the cylinder to disengage. At the moment, it's running all the time, and it's not a good thing. I want my cylinder when the machine is on idle or mid throttle to actually stop spinning and only engage when you open up the full throttle, because that should be where you should be cutting. But it's not doing it at the moment, so I have a sneaky feeling. I have done the carburetor, I have a sneaky feeling it's going to be the clutch. So today will be engine taken apart, output shaft disconnected, and then have a look at this little tiny clutch and see what's going on with that. And if it's going to be a question of then order up the springs or order a new clutch for it, that's what I will do. I'm hoping that maybe one of the springs is a bit loose and wants tied in back a touch. I don't know if they're adjustable. I don't think they are. But we shall soon find out. If this is your first time in watching Micks Mowers, hit the old subscribe button or whack the old bell. Set notifications to all, that way you'll be told next time I upload another video. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty. Let's have one more crack at this Masport 400. So this should be a relatively easy process to get to the clutch. Remove the HT lead because I don't want this machine firing up at all. 13mm bolts will start to undo your engine bolts itself. Now I believe, I hope, that these are captive all the way through, and you don't have to remove the cylinder or the roller to get to them. On some of the other machines like the Atcos, you do. I think it's the front ones you've got to remove the cylinder, but the back ones are captive on the Atco, but I'm hoping that these are going to be all captive. So they get your 4 bolts undone, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and I'll come back to you once I've done that. Okay, that's my 4 engine bolts now been removed. They're all the same size, it doesn't matter which way you put them back in. Next to do will be, I've got to loosen off there's a little tiny grub screw just, let me try and move that engine around. Little tiny grub screw just there, got to loosen that one right out. And then there should be, over this side here, a little tiny locking bolt. Unlock it and wind that out, and then hopefully your engine should slide that way. That's the idea. And we'll see how we get on. Hopefully, it'll be as simple as that. So what we've got on that clutch, we've got a little tiny, looks like an Allen bolt or something, is there? Yeah, looks like an Allen bolt on there. Let's try and remove that first. It's going to be quite a small one. Yeah, that's the one. Is that moving? Yeah, it's moving. So we'll take that off. Don't lose that. And around the other side will be this little tiny locking device. Now what I might be able to do, I might be able to move that back straight off out. There it goes. Oh, something just dropped. What just dropped? I heard something drop. I don't know what it was. It's always a way when you drop something, isn't it? You think, oh, it is there. Little tiny couple of washers. I've got no idea where they went. They probably went inside that bell housing in there, I would say. Yep. So we've got a bearing in there. And there's a clutch. Now the clutch itself, it looks to be okay. But do you know what? I think that is a bit sloppy. Yeah, I think them springs are a tad sloppy on there. They're a bit dirty here, so I might give it a bit of a clean up. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this off of this shaft. So I'm just literally just have the clutch itself. I'm going to grab a 10mm. Because that clutch itself, it looks like I can move it by my hand. I want to see what's inside this bell housing, see what that looks like as well, because it's a bit dirty in there. Sometimes it can just be the simplest of things. I was hoping the spring had actually broken. That's what I was actually hoping, but it's not. So inside here, I've got a little tiny 10mm to undo. What's that there, Mick? That's a 3/8. Let's grab a 10. Because I want to remove this clutch off of off this output shaft. That's the idea. And then we can just have a quick look at the clutch itself. There it goes. There's a bit of keyway on there as well, so watch that keyway. There it goes. So there's our clutch. Right, let's have a bit of a closer look. Okay, so what I've got is, I've got two things I'm a bit concerned about. One is these holes here. Let me get a little tiny pointer. These holes here seem to be a little bit elongated, just a little bit, not a lot, but they are elongated no matter which way you swing it. Okay, and the second thing is one of these clutches, not that one. See, I can barely move that one. This one, that's the one. Look how much plays in that one there. Can you see that? This one, nothing. So it could just be a weak spring. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to clean it all up. I'm going to clean all these clutches up. And I think the first thing to do will be to price up for a complete clutch and price up for a new set of springs to see if that helps out, and go from there. Just see what's actually entailed in this bit of kit, because it can't be life or death to get a new clutch for it. And I only want the new clutches and springs, so I don't need all the bell housing. I just want the new clutches. So it's not that one, it's that one there. That's the one that's got so much movement on it. And I only want a little tiny bit just to throw it out, and that will engage it all the time. So it should be closed like so. And I've got a feeling that spring there, either these holes are too elongated and worn, or that spring is just let go a little tiny bit. I think that's the main problem. Let me know in the comment section what you guys and girls think. I'm going to get a bit of a clean up and go online and see what I can come up with, and I'll be back to you in 2 ticks. Okay, so I think I'm winning to a degree. Now, I've looked online. You don't want to buy the parts for this. So what I've done is I've got a screwdriver underneath that spring, literally, and just pull that spring out. That's what I've done. Boom, like that. But as you can see on this clutch here, that hole is so elongated, it's not even funny. Look how long that hole has been eaten away inside there. So I think that's the main reason. I dare say they're all going to be the same. So what I need is a miracle. I need either a new set of springs, or I need a new set of clutches. So that's a task for you guys and girls. Can you find me part numbers, availability in the UK for that? Or my only other plan I'm going to do is maybe fill that up with JB Weld, and then re-drill holes on them purple lines to try and get those springs to close back up. I think that's what I'm going to go for if I can't get the parts. But the elongated hole there is absolutely huge. So even just a little drop of weld on there, so just to try and hook that up. Just to try and make that gap up, because I can actually push that spring in by hand. See, and it shouldn't be like that. There's so much play in that one, and then of course if there's play on that one, there's going to be that make the other have play as well. So let me try and take this one off to see what happens there on that one. Let me just try. All I did with that one was literally just put this just behind it, just open up a touch, just get it to move, and then I just got a screwdriver behind, and then just popped it. Yeah, like I can't even pop that up. Look, I can't even pop that up. So the other thing I could do, see how easy this one just comes up. Look, if I close it down, I can literally just pop it up. Let's say boom. So I wonder, the only thing I could try and do is maybe try and squeeze that spring shut a bit more. Just squeeze it up, just so it takes a bit more slack up. That could be a thing too. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and then we'll come back to it. I'll do a bit of shopping online, see what I can't find, and go from there. Okay, so this is where we are. Masport will stay on the bench. I've just noticed that chain's a bit wonk and all. I've got to sort that chain out. Just noticed that. So I need to get a new clutch. I think it's going to be a new clutch. The spring won't do it unless I can just fill them holes up very slightly, but that's going to be a bit of fine tuning. So that would be my last resort, would be to fill the holes up. So I'm actually after a new clutch for that, a new set of clutches. I can probably get away with just one clutch, will probably do it, but at the moment really struggling to find a dealer that will supply those for me. I've seen lots in Australia saying they can do them, but nothing here in the UK. So there's a job for you guys and girls. Find me a clutch mechanism, clutch springs, clutch assembly, or just individual clutches for a Masport Olympic 400. Put it in the comment section below and try and help me out, and hopefully we're working together and get this machine up and running. So it's down to you guys and girls. Give us a hand. So there's a little video on how to remove your engine, take the clutch apart and inspect the clutch, and that's what it is. It's worn springs and worn clutch housing. If not, as I say, I'm going to fill it up with JB Weld the holes, re-drill them and then reassemble. That should do it, but it may be a question of taking it on, off until I get it to bite properly, because there is still plenty of clutch material on there. I might even drop a little weld in there and then re-pin them. We'll see how we get on, but that'd be my final approach if I cannot find a new set of clutches for it. So let's see how we all get on with that, shall we? So anyway, if you like this little episode of Micks Mowers and Mower Man on how to inspect the clutch and try and fix the clutch fault on this machine, then hit your subscribe button or whack the old bell. Set notifications to all, that way you'll be told next time I upload another video. I look forward to the next episode of Micks Mowers very soon. But until then, guys and girls, much more importantly, take it easy.